Welcome back to the vlog. This week's vlog is going to be a full week of dinners. So if you're like me, like the primary person doing all the cooking and the shopping, you probably know the struggle of coming up with ideas every single week. And I would literally sit there planning out my list and then forget everything that I've ever liked. But recently I've been on a really good groove with dinners, especially doing my fat loss phase as well. So I'm 5 weeks in, 3 kilos down so far, and I've got 1 more week to go. So all the meals that I'm going to show you throughout the week have been absolute staples during this phase as well, and I've been really loving and enjoying them. And they're really great variety as well, because I don't know if some people seem to have like very similar dinners all the time. There's going to be none of that. Lots of variety, different proteins, different vegetables, different carb sources as well, because variety is very important for the body in terms of diversity for the gut, but also getting a very broad range of nutrients as well. Yeah, I guess if you do have similar dinners, totally fine if you have a lot of variety throughout your day, throughout your breakfast and your lunches and stuff like that. But for me personally, my breakfast and lunches are very routine, are very, very similar, and dinner is where I get the most variety. So that being said, it's 5:45 on Monday night, and I'm getting hungry now. So we're going to start making tonight's dinner. Hello, darling. So tonight's dinner, we're starting off with probably the easiest one of the week as well, which is good because this one's so quick to do. Maxi girly. So we're doing garlic prawns, and it's literally 4 ingredients, no kidding at all. So I get these garlic prawns from Aldi. This is going to make 2 servings as well. So prawns are incredible protein and also very good for volume. So you get a lot for very small amount of calories as well. So I'm going to do that, stir fry it with zucchini and capsicum, so micros, and then I'm just going to cook this pasta. So just do 2 servings of that, 100 grams each, and then put that together, and that's pretty much it. So easy, because this already has like a garlic marinade on it. You could definitely do your own if you really wanted to, but we're just being super efficient and taking the shortcuts. So that's tonight's dinner, so we're going to get that happening. So that's all cooked down now. That took about 10 minutes and all the veggies are nice and soft. So now I'm just going to add the pasta to it. And this is the finished product. So it ends up being 497 calories for the whole meal with 30 grams of protein, so very decent. And just look at the volume of it, like that's a big bowl of pasta. So yeah, this has been absolute staples. There's your one. Yep. All good. So this is night 1 dinner for Monday. So we're going to go enjoy this, and we'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday night's dinner. Night 2, Tuesday night. So we're just prepping dinner now. We're doing sweet potato beef bowls. So this is quite like a bit of a viral recipe. Like I feel like it's all over Instagram and stuff like that. So it's the beef mince with sweet potato, cottage cheese, and I've seen it done a lot with avocado, but we're doing green beans for this one. So super easy. I've got my sous chef behind the camera tonight to help me. So I'm just chopping up all the sweet potato to roast. And honestly, once this is in roasting, there's not much more to do. It's just like cooking your mince and your beans and then assembling it. So it's also a really, really easy one. Okay, there we go. So if you want to grab the paprika, you're going to go 2 teaspoons of paprika. So we're just doing a little spice mix. We like to make our own instead of doing the store-bought one. So 2 of that. Oh, we might be running a bit low on paprika. Remind me to add that to the shopping list. 2 of the ground cumin, 1 oregano, 1 garlic powder, the salt and pepper, and technically the onion powder, but I know about anyone else, but onion powder always goes like so rock hard to the point you can't even use it. So half the time I don't even bother with it. Oh, and chili flakes, just like a quarter of a teaspoon with that one. So yeah, which reminds me, for this vlog this week, we should have a pretty well-rounded week of dinners. I've got my family coming over for dinner tomorrow night, so that will be a good one to show how to cook healthy for a bigger group as well, because there'll be 6 of us, so that would be really good. The meal that I'm doing for that has been like a real winter staple as well. Thursday night we're going out this week, which we usually do have at least a meal out, whether we're going to someone's house or we're just going out, but we're going out this week. So yeah, lots of good meals coming up in this week's vlog. So tonight's meal will make about 4, and I do prefer to do that with my cooking as well, as not just make just 2 servings so you get extra meal prep out of it. And usually that meal prep becomes your work lunches and stuff, which is really, really handy because it saves me from making like 2 different things. And luckily you're not too fussy and you're happy to have whatever, which also makes my life a little bit easier too. Take what you can get. Which I mean, what you get's pretty good. So I mean, I'm gonna be mad. That's it. So yeah, all that's chopped. I'm just going to season. Perfect, thank you. Could you start making the? Oh, is there a dog under my feet? Great, thank you.
She's jumping on my leg. She wants to get up and see what we're doing.
Oh, ah. Could you please start making the hot honey as well? Yep. This is literally the best part of the recipe. Hot honey, it's so good. Honey and sriracha, and a little bit of chili flakes if you want, but the sriracha should make it hot enough.
What is that? How much of each?
So you're going to go 40 grams of honey. Alrighty, so I've just seasoned this sweet potato with salt and pepper, a little bit of olive oil down, and then I'm just going to toss all that together. And then you're going to do 10 grams of sriracha. Yeah, well, at least she's not clawing your leg for a change. She'll probably start doing that once. Oh, she heard me. Look at her. No. Okay, let's give that a rest, please. Otherwise, you'll ruin his trackies. She probably is going to want her dinner soon. Right. Sweet potato is ready to go in. So I'm going to bake that for a good 30 to 35 minutes, and we'll move on to everything else. Just watch your leg. I'm just going to put this in. Yeah, you too, girlie. Watch out. So that's a 180 fan forced. And can you see the hot honey? And yep, that's perfect. So just honey mixed with sriracha, so obviously you can add as little or as much sriracha in as to your preference, whether you'd like it really spicy or a bit more mild. But yeah, that's what the hot honey looks like. We're going to drizzle that over the sweet potato, and it's so good. I would never have thought to do this combination, like to combine honey with sriracha, but it's so good. Love it. So yeah. Right. Alrighty, show you all the ingredient prep now that that's done. So we've got the sweet potato roasting in the oven. We've got the green beans, which we're going to steam. Beef mince, which we're going to cook with this spice mix. Hot honey, which we'll garnish at the end. And then it will be topped with cottage cheese as well. So I'm going to get that going. Alrighty, just dishing up. So just divided all the ingredients across 4. Just going to top it with the hot honey to finish it off. Alrighty, so there we go, just over 30 minutes for that one. And I'll just double check the stats on this one. So it ends up being 444 calories with 36 grams of protein, so very decent on protein 42 carbs, 11.5 for fat. So with this one, because I've done the green beans as for the source of micronutrients instead of the avocado, that also helps the volume of it as well, because avocado being a fat, even though, don't get me wrong, it's a very, very good fat. It's amazing for you because it's full of those, is it monounsaturated or polyunsaturated? One of the two, I can't remember off the top of my head, for those healthy fats. It is fantastic for you, but especially when you're doing a fat loss phase or a deficit, fats do add up very, very quickly. And because I've had other sources of fat throughout my day, I didn't want to include it for this meal, otherwise they would be going through the roof and send my calories all the way up, which is not what you want. You want to maximize volume where you can. So yeah, I've just swapped the avocado with the green beans, but pretty much that is the meal. I'm pretty sure I have a demo on my Instagram as well of making this one, which I can link in the description too. Oh gosh, I look forward to this meal so much every single week. It's so filling as well. And the sweet potato and hot honey combo is just so good. So we're going to sit down and enjoy this one for Tuesday night, and we'll catch up again tomorrow for Wednesday night's dinner. All right, Wednesday night, it is just 6 o'clock, so the family should be over pretty soon. So I'm just trying to prep everything, get it going. I probably won't be able to talk or explain too much once they're here. So what we're doing tonight is chicken Tuscan butter beans. I absolutely love this one. I love doing it with just the butter beans on its own, so it's a really good vegetarian vegan option as well. I'm going to add some chicken to it tonight for some extra protein and to just increase the volume so it stretches for 6 people. When we have Dylan's family over, his sister is pescatarian or vegan, one of the two. And so this is a really great option for when they come over, because I can do her serving of just the butter beans and then add chicken for everyone else, and it's really, really good and everyone's happy. So pretty much what I've prepped. So semi-dried tomatoes all chopped, a red onion. I've done half of a red onion just because I find that my stomach is a bit sensitive to like high fructose foods. So onion, garlic and things like that. Got my garlic in there, butter beans lined up. And then I also, to increase the volume, add a whole bunch of spinach to it. So what I'm going to do first is cook the onion, garlic, add in the tomato paste, the semi-dried tomato, was it sun-dried tomato? And then add the butter beans, add the coconut cream, add the spinach in, and then add the chicken in as well, which I'll cook probably first as well. So yeah, let's get that happening. So as I'm chopping, I thought I would quickly explain the situation with Wednesday night dinners. It's a kind of like a weekly little tradition that we have dinner with my family. So every second week they'll come here and then we'll go to theirs. And I love it. It's so nice. I really do enjoy cooking for people and like for my family and stuff. Although today has been like really, really hectic. So I kind of feel a bit like flustered getting everything together right now, but I still love it nonetheless. And ever since I moved out, it's something we started doing, and it's just such a nice way to catch up on everything that's been happening. Because honestly, if I go for longer than a week, I feel like I just miss like so much. Like there's always so much to catch up on. So they're coming over tonight. And then with Dylan's family, we do alternate Thursdays with his family and his grandparents, and then same thing. Sometimes we'll go to them, and then sometimes they come here as well. But tonight my family is bringing my family dog to meet Maxie for the first time. So I'm a little bit nervous because my family dog Bailey is a Maltese. When I say as well, like apparently Maxie is like part Maltese, but she's pretty much a cavoodle. But Bailey is a Maltese, and he was a COVID puppy. So he wasn't really ever socialized, and it shows too, because when he meets a new dog, he's a bit of an asshole. Not that he's like aggressive or anything. He just really just doesn't want anything to do with other dogs. And you try and like bond them a little bit, and Bailey just kind of turns his head all the way away as far as he can, and he's just like such a little snob. hopefully you can pick up what I'm saying, but happy Thursday. It is 5:30. We've had a slight change of plans for dinner tonight. Originally we were meant to go out for a team dinner, which unfortunately ended up being cancelled, which is totally fine. So now we have new plans, which we're heading up to Dylan's parents' place, which is our normal routine anyway, and we're just going to miss that tonight to go out for the team dinner. So yeah, we're just heading up there, but I thought obviously as I'm not making it tonight and I don't want to miss a dinner idea, I thought I would just talk about one that I love doing as well, that is so easy, that I think I ended up doing not last week but the week before, where we also had a dinner cancelled. I think someone else cancelled and I needed to just grab something quickly, so this is what I went for. So another dinner idea that I love to do is roasted spotlight potatoes. So just literally season them in olive oil, salt and pepper, roast them in the oven for like half an hour, and then steam some asparagus or broccolini, and then I'll just get a source of protein. So I think last time I did salmon. I also love to grab these pork steaks from Aldi that have a bit of like a barbecue honey glaze on them that are really, really good. And then also a piece of steak also goes perfectly with that as well. So that's a super easy dinner idea that literally you just slap it all on, let it cook, and it's good to go. Very little prep, and is really healthy, macro friendly, all the rest of it. So yeah, that is another idea to make up for tonight, not actually having cooked something. I'll speak to you tomorrow anyway for Friday night's dinner. Happy Friday. I am back on the tools tonight. Guess who forgot to charge the microphone? I did. So again, hopefully you can hear all right, because we're going to have to just go with whatever the sound quality of the DJI itself is. But tonight's dinner we're doing turkey meatballs. Again, another staple. This is another one that's a little bit more mucking around, but it's still relatively easy. It's just like a little bit extra prep, but it's quite worth it. So basically the turkey meatballs is really simple. I'm just pairing it with some rice, which I'm cooking up. Got some veggies roasted. I had some leftover pumpkin that I needed to use, so I've just kind of roasted that with zucchini and red capsicum in a bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, Italian herbs, just the basic thing. So that's roasting, and I'm just getting together these meatballs because Dylan came home and said he was hungry. So I was like, okay, let's get this on, get it happening. Hi. Can you please tell me on the laptop over there what it says for the Parmesan cheese? Is it 25 grams? Thank you. Yeah, I'm just referring back to my recipe on my Fitness Pal, where I've already logged in. I couldn't remember off the top of my head. 17. How's that? 25. There we go. So this is our mixture for the turkey meatballs. It's just turkey mince, 30 grams of panko breadcrumbs, a bit of parmesan, which is the key to keeping them a bit more juicy. Like turkey mince can be a little bit more dry. Like some people really don't like it for that reason. I don't think it's that bad. But yeah, a bit of parmesan, which is good. There's an egg. I can't remember if I said that already or not, but it's under there somewhere. A bit of oregano, and I just checked the recipe. It's meant to be parsley. I bought coriander today just because I thought that's what it was, but technically they're much for muchness really. So yeah, that's it. So I'm going to roll these up and probably pan fry them tonight so it's a bit quicker. It's almost too short for this. I have to get right on a tippy toe so I can stand over it.
That's crazy.
I know. Such a niche problem, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So apparently the key is to not overmix it too much with turkey mince, otherwise it makes it really like tough or something. So just till it's just combined. And we're just gonna do little balls like that so they cook pretty easily. What's wrong, miss?
I think she knows it's the only time I'm ever in the kitchen.
Well, just you wait till tomorrow when you are on the tools, my friend. I bought, I was wondering if you could just do those chicken burgers tomorrow.
Yep.
The fake away ones, because they're quite good.
Yeah, I read them.
So yeah.
Let me pick it up. Put your food in it.
Nice. You might have to expand your repertoire when we come back from Bali a bit.
Yeah, I need to find something new.
New to do. Dylan's the goat of fakeaway meals, so doing like typical takeout meals but making them a little bit more healthy or lower cal, better macros, all that sort of stuff. So
Are you still not charging this microphone?
no. I was about to ask you if you could help me with that. We got home late last night and I forgot about it. And then I remembered when I turned this on. She was being a bit of a menace this afternoon. I started to put her in her little crate while I got some work done because I just couldn't deal with her attacking my hand every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, mate, I know you want to play, but I can't right now. I can't do it right now.
Come here, doing it?
Not really. It's all under control. I've just got to cook these. The veggies are roasting. And then rice is done and we're good to go. I've got olive oil spray. Just so they don't stick to the pan too badly. Alrighty, there's the finished product. So these two for our dinner tonight, the meatballs, some jasmine rice and the roasted veg. And I got enough veggies for a third one, which will be good for a spare. I can just pair that with some potatoes or rice. And then I divide the meatballs across at 4. So that got me 4 servings. And then that can be just a really handy source of protein to pair with something if we ever get stuck for meal prep. So there we go. I'll put the full stats on the screen. And there we have Friday night's dinner. Friday night's dinner. Oh wait, no, it's not Friday. It's Saturday now. Oh my goodness. I'm losing the plot today, obviously. Dylan's on the tools tonight for us. And what are we doing?
You're about to say for a change.
No, of course not, sweetie. Always happy for you to have a crack. What did I say before? You're on the tools?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you making us?
Zinger burger fakeaways.
So this is Dylan's little specialty, is like finding a dish that you would usually get for like a takeaway and then just doing like a bit of a healthier homemade version. So you've done these a couple of times before.
Yep.
And yeah, no, they're really good. So talk us through the process. What are your steps?
So you put the footy on the iPad and then you grab your chicken.
Chicken breast. And what's the spice mix? It's like paprika,
onion and garlic, but I haven't used the onion because it's just stuck together.
I know onion powder is so useless, but yeah, so basically just garlic powder and paprika.
Yeah.
Paprika.
Oh,
Why can't I say it?
And salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Yep.
And then
dip it in
egg. And then in the cornflakes.
Yeah, just your very standard cornflakes. And then just rinse and repeat that for the rest of them, I guess. And then, well, we got these, just your pretty standard brioche buns, which we get from Aldi. And the best before on these is tomorrow. So we're actually using these in a perfect time. So that's why I thought we may as well do this one this week because we had to use those anyway. Bit of salad mix, and yeah, I think that's about it. stats on the screen for this one. And where are you? Enjoy this one. Okay, final dinner for the week. But plot twist, it's actually Monday night again. So last night, Sunday, I ended up going to my family's house for dinner. So I didn't cook again last night, and I really wanted to do a full week. That's what I said we were doing. We were doing a full week of dinners. So that's what we're doing tonight. Tonight's dinner, also another favorite. I feel like I've said that for most meals, but the rotation right now is genuinely so good. So get out what we're having. So we're doing a beef stir fry tonight. To pair with it, I've got some quinoa going. So you could do this with rice, noodles, quinoa, any type of carb sauce. So we've got quinoa as the carb sauce tonight, just for something different, some variety. I also love quinoa for the fiber as well. We just got these beef stir fry pieces that is from Aldi. And then for vegetables, we're doing red and green capsicum and some brown onion. And then for the sauces, let's get this going. Get that wok nice and hot. For sauces, we're going to do oyster. And where is it? I feel like I don't say this right at all, but Kit-Kat Manis. It's basically a sweet soy sauce. So we're doing that as well to go with it. So this quinoa is starting to bubble. I just put that on and let it go, start boiling. When it's bubbling, and then I'm going to cover that one, turn that right down, and I'll chuck on a timer for 9 minutes. And then after that, switch it off, let it rest for 10, and then it's good to go. So that's why we can get this stir fry happening. I'm gonna put my watch, I don't know, pockets. Just take it off because I feel like it counts my steps. I wear it on my right hand, even though I'm right-handed. Apparently that's really weird to do that, but it just feels more natural to me now. I'm so used to it now that having it on my left would feel weird. But when I'm like stirring and stuff, I feel like it counts my steps by accident. So always remember to take that off so it's more accurate. Okay, so we've browned off the meat and now I'm adding in the sauces. So I'm doing 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. And then 2 tablespoons of the one that I can't pronounce properly. 1, ooh, that was a big tablespoon. Yikes, comes out so fast. 2, and stir that all in. So I'm just letting that crisp up a little bit, and it started spitting at me and got on my white top. I swear, every time I do a meal that is like really saucy, or it's like a bolognese, like a pasta with like a really rich red sauce, I'm like, today's a good day to wear white. And I just always like to live dangerously like that, and I don't know why I'm like that. Alright, so I've just sliced up all the vegetables like so. Now we'll add that in. Good. So I actually officially finished my cut as of this weekend. I'm, pretty much done. Like, I achieved the main goal, which was to get to mid 55 kilos, although I wasn't going for a specific weight or number because I haven't been this lean in a long time, so I didn't know how my body would look at a certain weight. And I was going for more of an overall look, so just wanting to look a lot leaner, have a bit more leg definition, all that sort of stuff. So my legs didn't quite lean out as much as I wanted them to, but I still kind of like achieved the main goal, I guess. But I realized that to achieve that look, I would need to like keep going. And with the duration, I wanted to do 6 weeks before the holiday. The holiday, we are going to Bali on Thursday, so in like two days now. So unfortunately I'm a bit out of time for that, but that's okay. I'm still super stoked with just being able to achieve that result. And I think just saying to yourself that you're going to do this thing and following through and doing it is just like a really cool feeling regardless of the outcome as well, just like keeping the promises that you make to yourself. And I'm just really happy with the overall way that I went about it, because obviously it was a challenge, but it didn't feel like it was detrimental to my health. And I think a lot of people think that when you go into a deficit or like you're dieting, that you just feel like shit and not healthy, and that's kind of like not the point. Like obviously you're getting leaner, but you can still do it and feel healthy and good. And ironically, I've kind of felt healthier this entire time, because when you plan out your food really well and you only have a certain window of calories that you're working within, you obviously want to prioritize your certain nutrients, so protein, fiber, getting really whole foods in first, and then if you have a bit of room left to play with, then you can add in the more fun things like chocolate. That, for me, that is what I would choose to include if I could, but then if I was out of my calories, then that's just it for the day. So I think you're prioritizing the things that make you feel good, and that's why you can still feel really healthy while you're doing it. It's just obviously mentally feeling like, you're missing out as much, but because I didn't make my calories stupidly low, I could still include the things that I enjoyed. And because I do really enjoy my diet in general, that it didn't feel restrictive or like I was missing out. And yeah, as you have seen, all these dinners are like really have a lot of variety, and they're still really healthy and really good for you, very macro friendly as well. So yeah, basically, if you're doing a deficit or a fat loss phase, it doesn't have to be a shit time. You can do it and still feel really good and really satisfied while achieving goals at the same time. And I think output is obviously a big component of it as well. They're both two sides of the same equation. One won't work without the other. So yeah, just making sure you're moving plenty outside of it. And once you hit your sweet spot, then you can just keep progressing off that, which has allowed me in the 6 weeks to drop 3 kilos I got off in the end. Hang on, 7, 6. Yeah, a good 3 kilos, which I'm happy with. All right, this is how we're looking. Just giving everything a chance to really simmer and soften down, and we're nearly good to dish up. And then we have it all dished up. So it serves 4, which is perfect for some work lunches later in the week. So Dylan can take those for the next few days. And yeah, as per usual, I'll put the stats on the screen for this one. And all up, it was like, yeah, half an hour tops. So super easy, and another super healthy, high protein, nutritious meal that I've been loving at the moment. So I'm going to go sit down and enjoy this one now. And that is it for this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I've gotten plenty of inspiration for your own dinners and your own meals. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya.